East, and we've got a great matchup between the Dallas Cowboys and the Philadelphia Eagles.
I love my truck, man.
Here's the former Cornhusker Brett Maher to get this one started. And off we go from Lincoln Financial Field. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 28-yard line, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone gets him 3 more. They start the drive here with Gainwell. And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34.
Well, I think after that run, the defense is getting back in the huddle and looking at each other and maybe starting to question their confidence a bit. They gave up a significant run, 6 yards, and now you're saying to yourself, how do we stop them, and do I have enough confidence to make a play? Well, that's all about doing the dirty work right there defensively. Second and short yardage, that's all about plugging those gaps, not giving a running back a crease to run through, and that's a nice job to hold him just a couple and force a 3rd down.
An early task, 2 plays in. This is 3rd and 2. Hurts a handoff to Sanders, and he will have a 1st down here at about the 40. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough. Didn't get it by much, but bottom line got the 1st down. Avoiding that 3 and out, how vital is that on the first drive?
To me, it's like the first round of a boxing match. You know, it may not mean much right then and there, but you'd rather not lose it, right? So you want to go ahead and get it, kind of establish something early that can carry through.
I want him to spin the other way.
45 despite a great move. It'll go as a gain of 4, and that will bring up 2nd down.
And a nice gain and a broken tackle along the way, and really we shouldn't be surprised, should we? That's what runners do, especially the best ones. They break tackles and gain extra yardage.
And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
That would have been beautiful.
They decided to take a shot and right down the middle of the field. And really, they didn't give it as much time to develop, did they? They want to take that shot somewhere around the 15-yard mark.
And the defense able to recover, bat it free. Hurts sets up to throw it. He'll find Gainwell out of the backfield.
Oh!
And he won't quite make it. He needed 6. He got about 5. 4th down. Still leaves him with 4th and short. Any chance you go for it?
It's definitely in the back of my mind. In fact, I've discussed it with my staff all week long, different situations that I may want to go for it. Where's the ball in the field? Do I have confidence in my trigger guy? What am I going to do? I'm also talking about my analytics department. What are the odds? If I don't get it, what's it going to do to me the rest of the game? Personally, I end up taking all that, putting it in my head, and making a decision. And you know me, I'm probably going to go for it.
Wow, Trent, you want to make an opening drive statement.
Yes, I do. Once I have the ball and I've got it on the move, I don't want to just give up that easily.
So this offense able to convert on 4th, and now a fresh set of downs here. 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Hurts. He's going to look deep for Watkins.
I don't know why you press that.
All
people to press. You don't press
that. Watkins, 49 yards.
You do not press. You don't press him.
First here this afternoon.
There's no single, like,
they said that they wanted to get
safety coverage over the top.
What a way to cap their opening drive, Charles. We know he's one of the fastest receivers in the NFL, and he showcased it on that play.
I'll take it every time, too.
Like that, you want to make sure the defense sees him early, right? You want to see how they're going to adjust, how they're going to try and guard him, because they can't replicate his speed in practice unless they've got one of the few guys who are as fast as he is. And all it took was one drive, he burned them, and I don't think it's the last time they called his number in this one.
Elliott good on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game.
It should be a good game, though. You got good defense.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They'll try and start this drive in the air. That is caught by Lamb. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19. Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on 1st down.
Yo, Zeke. Oh, taller paper.
First carry now for Tony Pollard. Oh, he's got some breathing room. Yeah, he will go out right near the 35-yard line.
Good run, TP. Good run, taller paper.
Another 1st down on what will be a gain of 21 yards. Well, no slow start here. A couple nice chunk plays back to back.
I love the momentum that they're showing here early because they did it both ways, right? Threw the ball on 1st down for a nice chunk of yardage. Came right back and ran the ball. Looks like they got the defense set back on their heels. Let's see if they can keep this moving.
A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize
this will let me know how smart you are as a play caller.
Because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
On 2nd and short.
On 2nd and 2, Prescott over the middle, hauled in by Lamb. And they'll get this down to the 10. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down.
It's going to be light work, bro.
After 7-0 on EA Sports.
I thought you could really play. You can't play.
So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. They run straight ahead here with Pollard. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6.
And that's exactly what you want on a 1st down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Well, he certainly didn't like what he saw all from the coverage on his primary reads, and he didn't even have any luck trying to get back to his safety valve. Give defense a credit. Coverage was in lockdown mode everywhere.
Throwing, Prescott. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And I don't think he got there, no. He's short by maybe a foot, maybe. Call it 4th and inches.
I thought they might take a shot down the field, but instead they ran a little drag route there. I think they were hoping he could catch it and run away from the defender. But a really good job keeping the play in front of them, and they force a 4th down.
Running with Elliott.
I told you about the
He didn't get there. Knocked backwards to the 2-yard line.
So I'd explain it to
Ezekiel
you.
Elliott
Told you put your foot on it.
And this Eagle defense.
I don't know why that guy is so good in the goal line, but he's terrific goal line. I mean, he is terrific goal line. He always shoots the gaps. Makes the tackle out of position. Like he just was. He was out of position, bro.
This could end up being a pretty big drive. I mean, look, yes, it's early in this game, but they scored the touchdown. They got the stop. And now if they could get in the end zone here again, CD, they could grab. And he's not going to get away. The rush was too strong. And this is going to wind up a safety.
The goal here is about getting any kind
of my God, I had 2 guys there to block him. Neither one picked them up.
You don't care who, you don't care how. You just want to try and buy a little space and get away
I wasn't even worried about that.
But in this spot,
I had 2 guys there. Neither one of them picked them up.
And equally motivated to stick them with a safety.
They'll start the drive with Elliott. And some room to maneuver. Ezekiel Elliott gonna take it the distance. Touchdown, Cowboys. Ezekiel Elliott, 72 yards. And the Cowboys
that was a way to get back to the basics. Way to get back to the basics. That was
extra point by Marr, up and good. And the lead is now 2. Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And last time they surrendered the safety, we know they don't want to do that again.
That is just one of those oddities in scoring that we get, and it's just so strange to see that go up on the board, and then you got to make sure that that doesn't happen to your team again. They've got to take care of the ball.
But, boy, it juices up the defense.
Oh, without a doubt. That's a great way to score some points.
From the 25 on second down, Hurts setting up the screen with Gainwell. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
And that doesn't have to gain big yardage to be an impactful play, because if you get those pass rushers second-guessing themselves that they might get hit with a screen, maybe you can wind up slowing them down just a step. And if you do that, that's a win for that play.
And he's going to have the first down yardage to the 35. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Off the play fake, here's Hurts. And he will go down, a Cowboys sack. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Looking here for Smith downfield. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. Touchdown. Devontae Smith, 71 yards. And the Eagles have regained the lead.
Well, actually, Lawrence did. I guess Lawrence did.
Elliott good with a PAT. And the lead is up to 5. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity. The offense schemed going 5 wide, trying to create a chance for the big shot, and they took it. If he comes down with that one, that's a huge offensive swing. But credit the defense with a nice play, knocking that one away.
Now a throw here to his running back.
Good shit,
He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. Prescott from the gun on 3rd. Got an open man. It's Michael Gallup. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1. And again, it's Prescott. And this one is
Yo, we fought for that, though. That was cool as shit.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
On 2nd and 10, Prescott left side to Lamb. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Prescott to throw it. He's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds.
Good shit,
Good decision in the end.
Always forget you black.
Some 9 yards in the first.
Now this is a feeling I can relate to all too well. Deflation on 3rd and short. Excellent coverage. Took away all the short routes, but the one person who wasn't accounted for, the quarterback. And he used his legs to hot-foot it for a first down.
Pass to Tony Pollard out of the backfield. The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now, as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. On 1st and 10, Prescott. He rifles one that's intercepted. And the Eagles are going to take over a couple of yards shy of midfield. Well, when I looked down, he was kind of shaking his head right after he threw that pass. What did you see?
Well, from a defense's perspective, anytime you have your eyes back towards the quarterback, you're in a position to make a play on the ball, whether it's a big-time play by you or an overthrow by the quarterback. You have a much better opportunity.
And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call.
You might want to get out of that defense, bro. I'm just saying. You know, they got cheap plays for every defense.
And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the second quarter. They'll throw now on the final play. Out to his left. Looking for Watkins, and it's intercepted. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half.
Whoever's your defensive end, he played that perfectly, too.
So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn, getting set for quarter number 3 here. It's the Cowboys who get the football first, and they trail here as well as we resume action in the third quarter. And he will not bring it out. It's a touchback. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. But Charles, we saw a pretty entertaining first half, close ball game. Remember there toward the end of the second quarter, the opposition scored to take the lead. Now we'll see if these guys can get a score of their own to regain that lead.
Yeah, they want to have that type of a response, don't they? Because they want to find a way to take control of this ball game one more time. Gauntlet's been thrown down. They want to see if they're ready to answer it.
Prescott's throw pulled in by Lamb. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield.
Couple of first downs right in succession, and this is an offense that can really use a good drive, and they're off to a fast start here.
They'll go with Pollard here on first down. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down. To throw is Prescott. They're looking for Lamb, but it's intercepted. And the Eagles are going to take over at their own 28-yard line. The first half did not go their way, and that's not going to help matters at all. An interception here on the opening drive of the third quarter.
Obviously not what they were striving to accomplish. But you know who's really upset on their team? The defense. Already trailing, they're going to be counted on to try and hold that score at least where it is.
Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a first down. They'll run with Sanders up the middle.
Oh, I took him my own
8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short.
That was a good run, probably right on the edge of breaking into something really big. So the defensive guys right now are talking about, okay, what can we do to slow him down before he truly gets started?
And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, third down. After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. And they'll try and run for it with Gainwell. And he gets it down to the 48, enough for the first. And 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue. We couldn't ask for much more to this point in the second half. A gorgeous day, one-score game. 1st and 10 here. Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. But despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. 2nd down. Throwing is Hurts. Complete. Smith has it. And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line.
But it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route. And what you have to do on that one is the receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing, and they got it done.
That's a first down following a gain of 3.
Well, this has been a long drive. In fact, it's eaten up a good chunk of the third quarter, which is precisely what you want when you're playing with the lead. You control the football, you control the clock, and impose your will on the defense.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Boston Scott, his first carry. And he'll be taken down at the 34.
I'm so glad your man tackled
in on the tackle.
The second guy. I think he's about to strip the ball from the little guy.
Keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
Still 9 remaining on 2nd down.
The play action fake. They'll look to throw.
Oh.
And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down.
That was an
DeMarcus Lawrence picks up his second sack of the afternoon.
Well, partner, I would say just avoid play action. But that's not just been the problem.
Yo,
he's a
problem in this game.
All types of pass plays and really piling up the sacks in this contest.
On play action, they'll throw. And that will be incomplete.
Well, he certainly thought he had a window to push that ball downfield, but as soon as he released the throw, the corner was there to slam that window shut.
I knew I threw that late.
They're going on 4th down with Hurts. And he is going to have an Eagles first down.
That's all I wanted you to do was clear out with your safety. I was counting on that. I knew I had nowhere to go with that unless you cleared out with the safety. You did exactly what I needed you to do. I had nowhere to go with that. I knew I would have nowhere to go with that. I was counting on you to clear out with the safety. Thank you for doing what you do. Thank you.
And he gets this inside the 10 to the 9. It's also a gain of 9.
That's game, buddy.
Able to stay in bounds, and the clock keeps rolling. This defense right now backed up in the red zone. Another touchdown, it's over. They've got to stand tall quickly.
Been in this spot before. Now there's a little bit of desperation creeping in, and all you're doing when you're talking to your defensive teammates is first guy there, hold him up. Second, third guy in, break the football. Get it out. We've got to create a turnover because one more score, and this game's over.
They give them 2 yards there as they're set up now with a 1st and goal.
Maybe you don't realize how many points you got.
And now a timeout called by the Cowboys defense. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside
called it
here
with
in the
3:30
4th
left.
quarter.
Well, 3:15 left. Now I'm going to eat up all that. I'm not running. I'm not passing the ball.
Slot man moves right. They'll run with Sanders. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. The Cowboys going to use their second timeout now. That's going to leave them with just one.
Save your last one,
here
bro.
in this 4th quarter.
Save your last.
That's good hard running right there on 1st and goal. That gets them down to the 2 and puts a lot more pressure on that defense.
Sanders is not going anywhere. He'll be hit and dropped for no gain at the 2-yard line.
And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense. So that will leave them with no timeouts left. Still plenty of time on the clock. We'll see how that affects things here in this 4th quarter. Now they send a man in motion right. They'll try to run with Sanders. And he's in for an Eagles touchdown. Miles Sanders taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Eagles will add to their 4th quarter lead.
That's game, bro.
The PAT up and good, but hold on a second. There is a flag. Well, things obviously not going their way. Trailing here in the fourth quarter. And
that's
that
a frustration.
Going to go ahead and give the other side some extra yardage.
We all know it's an intense game and things can get heated out there. That's part of the battle. But bottom line, you got to keep your cool. That was not an example of doing that.
And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return.
It was a good game, though.
So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 23 yards on the tuck and run. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Here's Prescott. Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes. That one will set him back nearly 10 yards here on 1st down on the sack. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Here's Prescott. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked up by James Bradbury. And the Eagles are going to take possession of the football.
So many times we end a game, and as we're recapping it, we're talking about what offenses did and how they won the game. Let's flip this one over. The defense, they frustrated the offense the entire ball game. That's why they're walking out of here with a victory.
And they're going to love to walk out of here with that as their final act, that interception. Good way for them to end it. Airing it out deep for Smith. And this is caught. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Devontae Smith, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Eagles have pretty well put it away here in the 4th quarter.
Hey, man, at least you got great taste in cars.
The extra point.
You got horrible taste in the team, terrible taste as a defensive coordinator. But other than that, you got the most important priority in life together, car.
And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone.
Oh!
And he'll be brought down at the 28-yard line, so the decision to bring it out of the
and
end zone gets him 3 more.
I like that. I thought you would quit. Most people quit once they get down. I never quit.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game. But self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
Extra point by Marr, up and good. And they're able to cut this deficit down to 12. So 2 scores down. Time definitely not an ally, but here comes the onside kick. And the Eagles dodge a bullet. They cover it up. The risk reward of the onside kick. When you don't get it, the risk comes out to play, and here they gave up great field position.
And that's the key to everything, because you're trying your best to press advantages when you have them. And field position leads you to that type of play calling, and whether you want to blitz or whether you want to throw the ball deep, those types of things. Now that they've given up that type of field position, the advantage is switched to their opponent.
Buying time to his left. And he's going to lose yardage here. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. That one looks like he'll throw here. Oh, and Hurts is going to be hit and taken down to the ground.
So after that sack, Hurts and the Eagles, tough spot here, 3rd and long.
And it's going to be incomplete. 12 seconds left.
Sometimes the game is pretty simple. Put a few extra defensive backs on the field, give them nowhere to throw the football, force the incompletion, and get off the field on 3rd down.
On is Kern, the punter, to send this one away. So possession goes over here on the punt.
That punt was near perfection as it checked up inside the 5-yard line. You never know where these things are going to go, do you?
No, what was it? You got a John Heisman quote about that,
yeah,
right?
He said the football is roughly a prolate spheroid, which means it's going to bounce funny, and you never know where it's going to end up.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. This is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play?
I owe you a safety.
I wouldn't. Because now is not going to erase what's happened during the game. So after it's over, you're going to go to the film, find out where the...
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked up by Avonte Maddox.